Look at this beautiful holiday display. Linda Barcz is here from the Barcz Company. We're taking your calls at 270-9933. I don't know if TV does it justice, Linda, but that sparkly poinsettia is just beautiful.
Yeah,
they put a little glitter on it?
A little glitter is on the top, and I think actually, no, this one may be the real color. It's a really deep, deep burgundy
Beautiful.
red. So we've got every color imaginable this year, purple and blue, and
the Packer poinsettia, I saw that.
So you can get anything you want. A little pine decorated. And this is sort of cute, too, this little frosty fern.
Oh, I love that.
That'll brighten up a dark spot in your home.
Very good. All right, let's get to the phones since lots of folks are waiting to talk to you. And we'll start with Mary in Cottage Grove. Hi, Mary. What's your question?
Hi, Linda. I have an hibiscus tree that did very well in my house outside, and now that I've brought it in, it has shriveled up, and I just can't seem to bring it back. Do you have any suggestions?
Wow. The leaves are shriveling up and dying. If you have new growing points that are still okay, it may just be that transitioning to come inside, because a lot of the older leaves will drop, but check to see if the tips. And then, of course, you're probably going to have to be watering it more. It may be that it's just, we don't have humidity in our homes. It's a totally different environment. So
I would think with this weather, though, hibiscus, this might be the one time hibiscus would thrive in Wisconsin, huh?
Well, you have to bring them inside because at this time of the year, they're house plants. So try the watering, see, as long as the growing points are okay, you can get it to leaf out again.
Okay.
And a lot of people prune them back anyway before they move them outside in the summer.
Okay. All right, thank you for your call today. Anna Mae in Monona, you're next. Hi there, what's your question?
Hi, I have an ice cube orchid, and it is getting ready to think about getting some flowers again, probably by spring. I've got a nice big stalk on it, but I also have a bunch of stalks that are more like roots, and they seem to be growing right straight up. What can I do with them?
Well, the roots that are continually regenerating on the base of that plant, periodically you do just repot it, and it's unusual that, well, you know what, when they start to get longer, they may grow straight up at first, but then they are going to start to grow a little bit more horizontally. And then what happens is that you drop that down into a pot and cover it with some of the pieces of bark, because you need those roots covered with something so that it can take up moisture. And I wouldn't cut them off, though, because after it gets done flowering, you'll want to repot it and then get those roots surrounded by bark.
An ice cube orchid. I don't think I've heard of that before.
I think what she means, when you're purchasing them, some of them come with a little description on how to water them.
Oh, and you put an ice cube
You
in
put
there.
3 ice cubes, yes, twice a week.
Oh, okay. See, that's great. I'm getting a tip here on top of it. Thanks for calling today. Teresa in Janesville, you're next. Hi there. What's your question? Are you there, Teresa?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I've got a rubber tree plant. It's way up to the ceiling, and it's starting to bend over. How do I keep it from keep growing without killing it?
Oh, all right.
I mean, I don't want it to keep going up because, like I said, it's bending over.
Yes, and of course that bending over well, maybe it's actually at the ceiling, but light makes a big difference. If you have a plant like this, if it's leaning towards a certain direction, you need to direct it so the sun is coming from this direction, and then it will start to grow towards the light. So
you don't need to, I don't know, to help it, to reinforce it a little bit?
Well, I think that just rotating a plant, because whenever amaryllis is a great example, those grow so darn fast that the flower, if it's leaning in one direction, just turn it and then have the brighter light will attract the plant. It'll move in that direction because it has to do with how the cells are producing there, which doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you rotate a plant if it's leaning away. You may actually have to prune some of that top portion off. What will happen is that you will get some buds that will break that are dormant on that rubber plant.
Okay, but it's not too big that can you move it? Is it so big that it's too hard to move?
Well, no, it's already to the ceiling, and it's beyond the ceiling, and that's where it's leaning.
Oh.
Yeah,
see, it is hitting it. Well, then you're going to just have to prune it back. It may not look very nice for a while until some new buds come in. What will happen is instead of having one central leader, she's going to get several of them that will start to grow.
Okay. Do we have time to take one more call? Oh, no, sorry about that, everybody. We're out of time, but if you're on the line, stay on the line, and Linda will talk to you in the newsroom. Thanks for your calls.